following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Let's go to Dell in Texas. Hey, Dell, what's going on?
Hey, Tom.
How you doing, man?
My call. Great.
Thanks for calling. Thanks for holding. Appreciate it.
I love your show. I just stumbled upon it probably, maybe a month ago.
And how'd you find us?
I found you on YouTube.
YouTube. That's a beautiful thing. Well, we appreciate you growling and prowling with us. Welcome to the Tiger family, man.
Wow.
I like it. Totally.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Don't take anything personally. Your truth is personal to you. Your own opinions and point of view reflect your own agreements and are personal to you as no one's truth but yours. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials up 46, Nasdaq up 52, S&P's up 8.5, gold contract down $15.40, trading at $1,324 an ounce. Silver down 46 cents, trading at $19.54 an ounce. Platinum down $6, $1,086 an ounce. Copper down a penny and a half at $2.24 a pound. Light sweet crude up 29 cents, $45.76 a barrel. Bonds, you get the 10-year note, down 8 ticks, 131.31. 30-year bond, down 28 ticks, 171.11. King dollar up 132, King dollar, up 132 ticks, 97.24. The euro is down 13 at $1.10, and the yen is trading at 106.92. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world? The world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? So we get the small ABC structure on the way up. You're at 217.09 right now. That price projection that we're looking for is the 218.90. Inside, what's driving that S&P up slightly out here today, you got Microsoft. Microsoft come out with numbers. Microsoft's up $3, trading at 56.14, and it has some juice behind the move. We go take a look at the Index 100. Now, let's go take a look at the 3Qs. So 3Qs, you're up $1.29. You're trading at 113.42, and what I suspect we're going to get is this, folks, is that you get a swing point up here from January, the first week in January. That's $114.54. It looks to me like that is going to go get tested. We'll see whether it can get up into or over that whole area. The composite. So the correlation, that's the NDX 100. We're going to correlate now with the composite. The composite's up $53, 5,090. Now, this is where it's going to get wild because you're right next to where I'm looking for it to go, which is 51.16. So we'll see how it wraps its head around this area. And I do expect, we're only at Wednesday. You get a lot more numbers coming out. We have the larger NDX as well as the composite stocks coming out next week, meaning you have Facebook, you have Google, you have Amazon. So bottom line, I don't expect a turn on this market until sometime next week. Gold contract. What do we have with gold? Gold contract. They're hitting the gold contract out here today. You have gold down $15. We're trading out at 3 here. Well, let me do this. I have DX GCU6. I'll bring the August contract up first. Okay. No. GCZ6. Okay. So this contract. I get the December contract up right now. We're down $15.50. You've done 27,000 contracts. You get a small ABC structure on the way down. You're taking out your swing point of 1327. That sets up a 1300. What I expect you're going to see, though, this thing's going to get down into this 1282 area. The 1282 area is what you have is this, is that area there is where we broke topside from. Thanks, Danny. I'll do that too. GCQ, if we take a look at the active contract, which is the Q contract, that's down 15.20. You're at $1,317. This also is taking out the swing point, and we'll see whether we get the volume. The swing point on this is 264,000. You're at 201,000. So this contract here, I'm looking for it to get back to the 1286 to 1280 area. That's how it looks like it's shaking out right now. Bonds. What do we have with bonds? Note market. This is what you have. The notes are down 9 ticks. You're at 738,000 contracts. Now, I do expect that we're going to see notes and bonds come back to where they broke topside at on the 24th of June. That being said, this is a pullback today, and it's dramatically lighter volume. So that means that you have to build more cars in order to get to lower price. We go to the 30-year. We take a look at the 30-year. 30 years down on 135,000 contracts. You're going into 172,000. Bottom line, we'll see whether, build some cars and see if it can break down and get into where it broke topside from, which was the 165.25 area. King dollar. We go over and we take a look at King dollar. What you have with King dollar is this. King dollar broke over its highs of the June 24th area yesterday. Now, we certainly didn't break with volume. The volume on June 21st was extraordinary. It was 66,000 contracts. We broke topside yesterday. We broke topside with 24,000. You got up to a price point today of 97.37. You're at 97.10. What I do expect you're going to see is that this baby wants to run up to this 98.91 area. More than likely in between it, you're going to see higher volatility. We'll probably get a pullback. We'll see what the pullback is, lighter volume or not. But what a game on the King dollar right now is 98.91. What's going to get intriguing here is this, is that we are at, it's today the 19th, today's the 20th. So the Fed, there's no way they're going up in rates. That's my take anyway. But if we take a look at the calendar, what you're going to have is that on the 27th, that's 7 days from today, so it's Wednesday. So they start a 2-day meeting next Tuesday. And what more than likely, and you can see it in the Wall Street Journal out here today, they start floating it out that it would be possible that they would come up with one rate hike. So what happens is this. The Fed meeting is next Tuesday and Wednesday. As of right now, you always hear these Fed governors out and talk. Well, they're in a quiet period. They can't talk anymore on the press, okay? Bottom line, what they have been saying, just yesterday, is that one of the Fed governors said, hey, maybe we'll have 2 rate hikes before the end of the year. Bottom line, if you look at the Fed fund futures, it is saying there's 0 rate hikes before we even, let's put it this way. It doesn't get over 50% until March of 2017. So here's the numbers. This month, an 8% chance. September 21st, a 24% chance. November 2nd, a 26% chance. December 14th, a 46% chance. What the mantra is out here right now is that they want to hike in December. So that statement coming out a week from today is going to make a difference in this market. We're going to be right back.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, Nasdaq, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
In quiet markets, investors search for new trading opportunities. We'd like to introduce you to a new product that provides opportunities even in flat markets. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a new and innovative Chicago-based exchange registered with the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their trading platform. Nadex never charges a fee to use their platform, which even includes real-time charts and full customization capability. Nadex's unique short-term binary options allow traders and investors to capitalize on strategies even when the underlying markets are quiet. Nadex's innovation has allowed them to come up with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's Nadex.com, or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. Until recently, it was almost impossible for the average investor to hedge against currency risk in Europe or Japan. For a bold trade on Europe or Japan that protects against moves in currency, trade HEGE or HEGJ, 2 times currency hedged leveraged ETFs from Direction Investments. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. We have the Dow Industrials up 43, Nasdaq's up 52, S&Ps are up 8.5. If we do take a look at the percentages out here, you have the Dow up 0.2%, S&P's 0.4%, and the Nasdaq is up 1%. Let's go to Jim in Denver, Colorado. Hey, Jim, what's going on?
Hey, Tommy, how you doing?
It's Tim, not Jim. God.
Yeah, it's hard to everybody. You know, it sounds like Jim. But yeah, I knew you'd know who it was when I called. So.
I love that voice, man. I know that voice anywhere, man. It's a beautiful thing. Totally. What's been happening, man?
Good morning. I had a little dust this morning.
Oh yeah, man. It's a beauty, man. You know, yeah. There's no doubt, man.
It took a while.
It took a while to break. What we're talking about, folks, is this. You know, the gold has an extraordinary run. There's no doubt, but it's breaking right now. And you know, as we get into this close, it's going to get interesting. So the GDX is down $1.55. You get dust up almost $1, I think. Yeah, 96 cents.
Yeah.
So, IBB, huh?
Yeah, what are you thinking of that, man? It gets so beat down, but I'm, trying to think of maybe a little. It's going to probably pop a little more, but I mean, I'm thinking I'd like to short it again sometime.
Yeah, okay, so let's talk about it. So the IBB, that's the iShares Biotech Index, highly volatile, folks. You know, nice trading vehicle, no doubt. So what you have set up here today, you know, this has price spread, volume's not bad. You know, you're over the swing point of 274, and it's like, hey, man, that means game is on to, you know, this 286 area. That's the first part. And what I would do is this. Listen, I like this trade also, meaning selling it, okay? And what I'm trying to do, Tim, is this, is that put that together with, I think the way to let this play out is let the Nasdaq get up to this 51.16, and if it closes over it, well, guess what? That means it's going to go to the 52.31. Just let it be, you know, and then fire away. I mean, I think it's just a matter of, you know, when do we fire away? And as I've been talking about, I really don't want to fire away inside the NDX or the NASDAQ before at least Facebook comes out with their numbers. They're really Amazon, too. So Facebook is the 27th. Facebook is breaking topside today, and it has pretty good volume. You know, Amazon is just a monster, man. I mean, you know, it's at highs and it has no volume, but we know Amazon can open up $50, right?
Oh, yeah, exactly.
I'm not worried as much about Google. You know, Google is next week, too. I think you can almost sell Google right here, but they're coming out with earnings on the 28th. So I think Google's going to be a problem, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So I just lay that kind of together and just sit there and wait, you know, until and then put that together with the SPY. The SPY's in a small ABC up. We're getting pretty close. 218.90 is the number. Do you know what I mean?
Well, it is. It seems like that's what I'm trying to put it all together. It's like, man, we are getting so extended on this S&P that, okay, but we keep going, you know what I mean?
It's great. The cool thing is, and this is where patience. The cool thing is getting this extended. Do you know what I mean? And I know it's hard.
Yeah,
You gotta wait, and just let it get more extended, and you know that with those three big equities coming out with earnings next week, with the end of the month next week, it's like all kind of coming into place there. That you know people will get bullish. The financial advisors right now are bullish in a huge way. They just, you know, flipped from, you know, 3 weeks ago to be embarrassed to over bullish again. So, you know, that's a nice contrarian type of indicator also. So it's getting there. It's getting there that everyone thinks you can just buy something, sit back, and you're going to make money. And that's what it takes.
Easier than this gold short. I know that, man. That was a tough one. That was tough.
That was a tough one. No doubt. Anyway, well, and when we talk about gold, folks, okay, what's going to happen after the close today? Now, this is going to be a big one. Newmont's coming out with their numbers. So Newmont is the largest gold stock in the world. They report after the close. Now, I've seen Newmont report like at 4:30 sometimes, or sometimes at 5:30. I'm hoping that they report, you know, before 5. We'll find out. What will happen with Newmont is this. Depending on how they report, that is going to impact all the gold equities. In particular, though, it's going to impact Barrick Gold. You know, so, you know, the way Barrick is trading today and Newmont, it looks like they want lower price.
I took my money. I thought, well, I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to, take my money. I had enough.
Yeah.
You know, it worked out perfect because I really didn't really. Like you said, they probably will go down, but I thought, this is perfect. Get this pump on the dust and then just get rid of it and not worry about it.
And that's a great point, because this is why, folks. Okay, so check this out. My take is that, we ran them all the way up, and it was really sweet. I think they're going to pull back further. But that being said, this pullback today in these gold equities, you have an expansion of volume from the highs, but you don't have an expansion of volume as to what you're going into. So it's like, okay, man, Newmont could come out with some big numbers and, change things like ASAP. Do you know what I mean? So.
Love you, Tommy.
Cooking, brother. Thanks so much. Now let's go over to our man, Mr. Darryl Martin, as we do each and every Wednesday at 20 past the first hour. Darryl, Tommy, myself, we do a great show, Nadex Bull Bear Binary Option Hour, folks, every Monday, every Friday, 10 a.m. If you haven't test drove the Nadex platform, great time to do it. Come over to our website at TFNN. You can hit the banner on the top of the side, bring up the platform. You're going to see the defined option platform. You can trade currencies, you can trade equities, you can trade the indices, all of the above. And as your trade is your stop. Darryl Martin, what's going on?
Hey, man, how are you doing?
Doing great, man. Yourself?
Doing awesome. Nasdaq had some nice movement today.
Huge.
Quiet yesterday, but today's been fantastic. Flew up. Went right up to one deviations, pulling back right now.
And there's no doubt what we did have, folks, is that yesterday, Mondays, bottom line, it was quiet anyway. But yesterday, it was really quiet. It's like, okay, man. Seriously, man.
I know. I was like, okay, I'm going to go out and take the dogs for a walk.
Yeah, it makes a difference because, you don't want to be pulling the trigger when you don't have movement going both ways. Movement both ways, folks, is totally where it's at.
Yeah, exactly. So things were quiet. So I chilled out, but the day went in and hit it pretty hard. It was pretty nice. I mean, it pulled back a little bit right there, right before the open. When the market opened, I mean, it just took off and
didn't look back.
It didn't look back, literally. It's just now starting to turn back.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And inside the NDX today, what you have, folks, okay, the mover, is Microsoft. That's up 6%. You get INCY is up almost 5%. Mylan Pharmaceutical is up 4.7%. And Intuitive Surgical is up 4.4%. Intuitive is a monster, too,
Exactly. And we got, obviously with all these earnings coming up over the next couple of weeks, there's a lot of good setups coming in. So
huge. And, Daryl, Tommy, myself, we were talking, on the Bull Bear Binary Option Hour on Monday, folks, not only about this Friday, but about next week, because what does happen is this, actually, this happened on Microsoft last night. Microsoft came out at 10 past 4. You had plenty of time. The futures went from being down 12 to up 4. That is what you're looking for, because you have an expiration at 4:15. Next week, what we're going to have is that you get Facebook coming out on the 27th. Right at the close at 1600 hours. You got Google coming out after the market, and then Amazon's coming out 1 minute after Google. How cool is that?
Yeah, I'll have some nice volatility.
Cooking, brother. Listen, look forward to the show on Friday, Daryl.
All right, man.
Have a great one, man. Have a safe one. You stay right there, folks. We're coming right back.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you, like it does me, call 1-855-750-4051 to find out what they can do for you. That's 1-855-750-4051. Call them today. Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge, heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. So we have the Dow up 41, Nasdaq's up 52, S&Ps are up 8. If we go over and we take a look at the silver contract, so SIU 6. What we have with silver is this. Silver, let's see. Okay, she's down 46 cents. You're down 2.3%, which silver is not a big deal. Silver is so highly volatile, folks. It's just amazing. That can go up and down in a heartbeat. 4 or 5%. Now, we hit a low today of 1944. Silver wants to go after 1928. We've done 54,000 contracts, so we'll see how it hits the 1928. I expect you're going to see that the next couple days. In order to break down, though, and get into the $18 area, it's going to need more contracts as it moves into lower price. We go over and we take a look at the gold contract. What you're going to see inside the gold contract is that we've done 202,000 contracts. You're under the swing point of 1320, you're 1316. So that sets up that more than likely you're going to go back to where we broke out from. Now, this is where this gets interesting with gold, is that you get a small ABC down happening. It doesn't have the volume as a break in the B point. That being said, what has also happened is that one of the gauges out here, folks, is Brexit Day, okay? That is, of course, the 24th of June. Well, the low of the 24th of June in gold is 1252. I know that's deviant, but guess what? Markets are deviant. After the extraordinary run that we had, that would be just a normal retracement in a market that wants to go higher. That's the thing that's going to be wild watching this whole thing shake out. And in that context, okay, if we go over, let me go into the bonds again, because I was cracking up when I was reading the story today in the Journal. So the story in the Journal on the front page is saying that the Fed is game on again, or could be game on again, to get a 0.25% hike in December. So when you look at the Fed fund futures rate, it's saying your probability of doing that is almost, well, yeah, I'll give you the probability. We had gone up to December 14th. So the probability in December is 46% right now. That's it. So, you know, it's half. What I figure is going to happen is this, folks, is that the amount of rhetoric is going to go up, you know, in the next week and a half, that, yeah, we're going to do it again, we're going to do it. And guess what? As we go through the summer, the rates across the world are still going to stay low, and we're going to get lower. And for us to get lower, of course, what's going to happen is that, you know, we just had a pullback in the bond market. The pullback is on lighter volume. It can definitely get a lot lower because it can go into where the 24th of June is, and then you're going to go sideways, and guess what? As we go into the fall, this thing's going to go topside again. And one of the main reasons are, even if I wasn't into technical analysis, is that on a fundamental basis, our rates are still so high compared to the rest of the world. It's amazing. Let's go to Dave in Boston. Hey, Dave, what's going on?
Hey, Tom, how are you?
I'm doing great, man. Yourself?
I'm good. I'm just enjoying the day, beautiful weather. And
I heard you guys in Boston having incredible weather right now, huh?
Yeah, we'll take it. You know?
Yeah, because when it gets good up there, man, it gets real good. Nice, clean air, all of the above, right?
Yeah, it's beautiful. Hey, I'm looking at. I got some U.S. Steel options taking a hit over the past couple of days. I want to see what you think about it.
Let's take a look. You get U.S. Steel. The low for the year is $6.15. The high is 21. Okay, so you went to the top.
It's coming down, lighter volume, but it's coming down a little bit.
Yeah, see, it couldn't hold. Okay, yeah, you got to be careful here. Okay, so when we take a look at this is what you have. Last week, it took out its swing high, and you see the swing high from April? We had 20 million shares, right?
Okay.
It gets over that with 19.5 million, then makes a high with 8 million. It comes off that high yesterday with 12. Oh, that's not bad. Okay, I see what you're looking at. That's not bad. Okay, let me put this on a weekly. I see what yeah. So you had a break topside. And the break topside on the weekly is not bad. So the break topside on the weekly is 68 million versus 78. That's not bad. So how far out are you?
I got October's.
Oh, good. Okay. Then yeah, I think you're going to be pretty good. So this is your number here. You probably are going to take some heat. So what he has is this, folks, is that how it did break topside last week is good. You know, you're 10 million shares light, but that's not huge, okay? So now your correlation is going to be how do you come back in? This probably wants to come down to 1859.
Okay.
And where I'm going with that, Dave, is this. You had $18 was the high of the first downdraft from May of 2013, that week, okay? Yep. So you have 99 million shares there. You have 75 million shares at 1845, actually, it's going to be pretty cool. That's the week of July 4th, so you're going to add in a day there, so 15, that'd be pretty cool. That's 95 million then. Let me see. Yeah, so you're dealing with 95 million on both cases. Approximately 95 million on the second one. I just ballparked it. So now what you really want to happen, let me see when it went to. It went to 1969. You just want that to back down there with lighter volume and reject it, man, because you got enough time. Because I can see.
Yeah, I'm only looking to get to. I hope it doesn't get to 24. But get back up, get to 24. I'd be happy with that.
So 24. Yeah, I can see that. Let me put this on a monthly for this 20. We put this on a monthly. Yeah, you can do that. Especially you can do it by. See what's happening.
It moves. Once it starts going, it does move.
It does move. It does move. Where if you see an expansion of volume, that's where you got to cover yourself, man. On the way down.
Okay.
Right now, you're looking pretty good. 1871 is the number that you want it to hold, man. You don't want to get under that 1871. And if it does, what I would do, like you can go over to AKS. You can go to a few more steel companies and look to see whether they're selling those too. Do you know what I mean? Like, if I just pull up AKS, much smaller, okay, but the bottom line is that that's pulling back with dramatically lighter volume, and already looks like it's going to reject $5.50. You're at $5.38 right now.
Right. Okay, I'll keep an eye on it.
Okay, man. Have a great one.
Tom, thanks.
Have a safe one. We look at some of the higher volume stocks out here today, and this market, folks, is up on dramatically lighter volume, big time. But that's what you can expect when you get extended. We have Microsoft up $3. You have Cisco up 75 cents. Chesapeake Energy's up 25 cents. You get Intel up 60 cents. Marvell Technologies up 129. You have Facebook up 147. Facebook's hitting new highs. New highs in Facebook big time, too. So if we do go over to Facebook, let me see what we have here. So Facebook is taking out its swing point. Let's see, was that 120.79? And, well, we'll find out what kind of volume. It could get another 4 million shares in the next 20 minutes. Right now, it's a little light in the volume, but Facebook has been operating in a good way on the way up, meaning that as it breaks highs, it has the volume inside, it has the wide price spread, all of the above. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. Dow up 49, Nasdaq up 56, S&P's up 9.5. We're going to be right back.
TFNN is excited to offer a brand new piece of market scanning software unlike anything the industry has ever seen. John Logan and his team have spent years developing their market profile tools to finally be able to release the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. And right now you can get a 2-week trial absolutely free just by visiting TFNN.com and providing us your name and email address. The TAS Profile Scanner Plus is the premier market profile-based scanner in the industry. Powered by the acclaimed TAS proprietary algorithms, this feature-rich scanner is a standalone desktop software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Within 3 minutes of signing up, you can have the software downloaded and running on your computer with a complete roadmap of market indicators and inflection points to trade off using the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. Sign up today and try this amazing piece of software by visiting TFNN.com. Tiger Real Estate Opportunity Fund is currently offering 4-year first mortgages on many of the fully renovated properties that it has purchased. The first mortgages are third-party appraised with a maximum loan-to-value ratio of 70%, providing a secured investment that pays a fixed return of 5% annually, which works out to a monthly income of more than $416 per $100,000 investment with your principal intact and secured. These 4-year first mortgages are perfect for anyone looking for a secured investment that provides monthly income much like a CD. For more information, email tigerfund@tfnn.com or click on the Tiger Real Estate Opportunity Fund banner along the right side of the tfnn.com homepage, or call our office directly at 877-518-9190. There's a limited supply, so act now. The Path of Least Resistance is David White's daily trading newsletter, and if you're looking for active trading ideas, then now's a perfect time for a 30-day free trial to this powerful daily trading advisory service. David uses his years of trading experience to offer his subscribers his trading ideas each morning in his Path of Least Resistance newsletter. Using a combination of equity trades along with options, David keeps his subscribers up to date with all pertinent market information with intraday afternoon updates when warranted. Don't miss out on this great chance to get a 30-day free trial to David's daily newsletter, The Path of Least Resistance, with no obligation to pay anything. David has been delivering solid recommendations for his subscribers recently, and if you'd like to see the type of newsletter he delivers every morning, then visit the front page of TFNN and you'll find the Path of Least Resistance under Trading Newsletters. For all the details and to start your 30-day free trial today, log on to TFNN.com now.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. And if we go over to the GDX for a second, you're going to see this this baby's getting hit pretty good. But what I want to show you just in the weighting structure of what's going on. So inside the GDX, folks, you get Barrick as number one, Newmont's number two. And what is happening is that Newmont's coming out with its numbers after the close, and someone just hit Newmont in a big way. There's a seller here in Newmont. We'll see whether someone knows something or not knows something before the earnings come out. Newmont just went from $39.44 to $39.13. And if I bring this up, let me see this. Yeah, there it is. So someone just moved out 34,000 shares, 15, 20. Well, it's not that bad. It's not. Yeah, that wasn't the big hit. That wasn't the big hit. It was the follow through after that, I would say. Volume-wise, though, bottom line is that thing is starting to come down with some juice. And what's always intriguing is that before earnings numbers come out on any and all equity, you like to watch it. I like to watch it and say, okay, a buyer's there, a seller's there, and you're looking for something that's extraordinary. You're not looking for something saying, is there a buyer, is there a seller? You're looking for larger trades, larger price spreads. And if you see that, well, then what you do is this. You see what happens after the fact, and you start getting a clue as to, okay, so if you have large buy orders, large sell orders, did that group have a better grasp on how those numbers are going to come out? So just understanding how markets move, it's a pretty cool thing. We look at some of the, let's go to the IWM. So we get the small caps, the Russell 2000. Russell 2000 out here today, it's up 83 cents. You're at 18 million shares. You're trading at 120.14. And if you hang up here, which we probably will, this is going to go after the 120.42 once again. Now, we hit 120.44 intraday, yet it didn't break it, and it doesn't have enough volume at that particular price point. That being said, if we go back and we take a look at, what it's gunning for, well, it looks like it's gunning for the 121.68. It's a lot higher than we are right now. It's for the small caps, that's a lot higher, because it's just made it off over the 120.07. That's what it looks like. So this is going to be intriguing watching how this does shake out. Now, the volume is dying on the vine here. I mean, big time, too. You're talking about last week we did 142 million. You're going into 152 million as well as 224 million. So that's a nice correlation about how we're coming into the $121.68. We'll see whether you can get up into that area, but I happen to like when you're coming into something, with almost, you're talking about 40% lighter volume. That is one big number. Some of the Dow stocks out here. Well, actually, let's go inside the Dow Industrials and see what's moving the Dow versus moving the NDX 100. Inside the Dow today, the big move is Microsoft. That's up 6%, 5.9 to be exact, which is putting the $3.15 into the Dow, into Microsoft. Cisco is up 2.5%, Intel is up 1.7%, and Big Blue is up 1.3%. Taken away from it on the way down. Inside the Dow, this is selling pressure. Disney is down 1.2%. Procter & Gamble is off 0.9%. Exxon's down 0.5%, and Chevron is off 0.4%. The NDX 100, what do we have with the NDX 100? Inside that NDX, Microsoft again is the mover. So check it out. So inside the NDX 100, inside the S&P, and inside the Dow, that is the juice, Microsoft. Microsoft is putting 5.9% inside the NDX 100 also. INCY is, excuse me, folks, is putting, approximately 4% of, 4.9%. Mylan Pharmaceutical is putting 4.8%, and Intuitive Surgical is putting 4.6%. ISRG, if we take a look at Intuitive Surgical, what you're going to see, you get a monster ABC on the way up. This is going to get intriguing here. Let's look at this one. So, yeah, it's definitely an ABC. So your A point is $502. 654. Man. So it's at least 152 bucks. You see, I'm just ballparking this right now, 613, 5, 6, 765. So you get an ABC, conservatively speaking, $765. That's the conservative way of doing it. Let's see, 625. That's another 55. Yeah, that's the number. 765 is the number. So big numbers, no doubt about it. Some of the other Dow stocks up here, this is what you have. Oh, I know. Let's go over to the XLF. So the XLF, so Morgan Stanley today came out with numbers, good numbers. Let's pull it up here. So Morgan Stanley was up 51 cents, has some volume behind the move. We go take a look at the XLF. XLF is only up 4 cents. BRK, let me do this. Let's go to Berkshire Hathaway. So Berkshire Hathaway is the largest structure, is the largest weighting structure inside the XLF. Now, Berkshire Hathaway is going to come out with numbers not until August. That's interesting, man. It's weighing it down. That's pretty cool. So if we go back to the XLF for a second, what you're going to see is that we're up 4 pennies. You're at 23.66. This will go after the high. I mean, it's light volume as we're going up there again, but that high is just sticking out there, $23.93. You're only 30 cents away from it. And 30 cents inside the XLF, though, has been really hard to get. That's what is just amazing, you know, about this whole structure. What you do have happening, you know, this is pretty cool. What you do have happening is that last week we actually had an expansion of volume. We did 231 million shares. You're going against 157 million. So that's actually saying it's going to make it to 23.93, and the next higher level will be 24.27. So what you want to do there also is that correlation, if you're looking to whether, you know, sell longs, you know, basically sell the market short, this is another indication that you got to keep your hands in your pockets for another week or something, because this is also saying that it wants a few more points on the way up. Actually, it's only about 90 cents, but that 90 cents is enough to correlate, because what you're trying to do is this. You're trying to correlate all those swing points, and you're looking for those indices to get in harmony and tell you, is it a failure, or in fact, are you over it, whether it's volume or not, and that means you can go to the next swing point higher. As we're coming into the close out here, they're putting a little more pressure inside the gold market. You get someone just sold into this baby the last 10 minutes. We just went in the August contract. We just went from 13.16 down to 13.13. Not that that's a lot, but it is a lot because 13.30.30 was the low that was generated at 9:30 this morning. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. You stay right there, folks. We're coming right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters. Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is up 49. You get the Nasdaq up 57. S&Ps are up 9. And we take a look at the percentages here. This is what you have inside the percentages. Dow Jones up 0.2%, S&P is up 0.4, and the Nasdaq is up 1.1. So the Nasdaq has the juice underneath it. If we take a look at the volume, what you're going to see is that it's anemic volume. We're at 573 million on the NYSE. That's saying they're going to come in about 750. That's what we've been doing. Inside the Nasdaq Composite, we're at 1.6. Oh, this is pretty cool. So check it out. The Composite has volume. We're at 1.6. We've been doing 1.5, 1.6. That's saying the Composite's probably going to do about 2 billion. What you have, we bring this back over. Oh, this is going to get interesting, man. This is what it is. Okay, so check this out. Wow, this is going to be intense. Okay, so we'll put this on a weekly. And what that says, first off, is that you're going to hit the 50.116, but the larger issue on the Composite goes like this. It's like, man, are you going to do and really blow some minds and do an ABC up? And if that's the case, the most conservative way to do that would be 47.86. This is going to be wild if this is the case. 47.86. It's a 5045. So what are you talking? That's 9, 3. That's 5. That's 259 on top of 5018. 8, 9, 6, 17, 7. Oh, man. Okay, so check this out. This is going to be wild. This very well could be, on the Nasdaq Composite, 52.77. Let me look at this. Yeah. This is going to be wild, watching this shake out, folks. You know why? It looks like the Composite's going to have the amount of volume to get up into and over the July 15 highs. Because if in fact the volume comes in here, which looks like it's going to, the high is 52.31. That ABC structure would be 52.77. You know, and that would be just that would just be enough to really blow everyone's mind. I mean, it would, you know, it would do it. You know, so hey, we'll see where it shakes out. But that's the way this is setting up right now. We'll take a look at it on the first. Let me put this up if I can do this quick before we're closing out here. So the Qs are doing 21 million. Yeah, you can make that. I can make that case, man. So you can't make the case. This is where you got a small amount of divergence. And what it is that we're taking out on a daily basis. I can make the case. On a weekly basis, I can't. Because on a weekly basis, what's happening is that you've taken out the highs of April on dramatically lighter volume. But you know what happens is that in technical analysis, the closer you stay in, the more kind of accurate you can get on a daily, weekly, monthly. That's on the short term. On the longer term, those longer term ones are much better to look at, because what ends up happening is that, but it takes longer for them to croak also, or to go do what they're supposed to do. So, you know, I suspect what that's going to have to do with, next week, Facebook and Amazon. You know, Amazon doesn't look great to me, but we know Amazon can go exactly where Bezos wants it to go. If Amazon's decided that, you know, they didn't spend a lot of money this quarter, or no, they've always spent a lot of money. Depending on how much they spend on expanding, guess what? What ends up happening is that if he decides to spend a little bit less on expanding, he can go dramatically higher on price. You know, Amazon's the type of stock that can gap up $50 in a heartbeat. You stay right there. After the close, we're going to be coming out with some numbers. And if you are in the metal market, the biggest one that we're going to be looking at is Newmont. You know, Newmont is kicking off all the gold numbers. That is the largest gold stock in the world. We're going to be right back, folks.
The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Let's go to Seam in Dallas.
Hi, Tom. I love your show.
Thank you so much.
I've been listening to you since 2001, from my Seattle days when you were on a little station there.
I appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here, man. Thank you. Well, listen, thanks for bringing us from Seattle to Dallas, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, I love all the hosts. I love your show. I'm addicted to it.
It's Hotel California. It's wicked, isn't it, man? Thanks.
All right, Tom. Nice to talk to you.
Have a great one. Have a safe one.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Become a servant of love. Love is what makes you happy. And if you become a servant of love, and your partner becomes a servant of love, the day will come when you can be with your partner with no guilt, no blame, no anger, and no sadness. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials up 36, Nasdaq up 53, S&P's up 8.5, Gold contract down $19.20, trading at $1,320 an ounce. Silver off 62 cents, $19.38 an ounce. Platinum off $8, $1,084 an ounce. Copper down 1 penny at $2.25 a pound. Light sweet crude up 29 cents, $45.45 a barrel. Bonds, you got the 10-year note down 8 ticks, 131.31. 30-year bond down 28, 171.10. King dollar up 77 ticks, trading at 97.18. The euro is at $1.10, and the yen is trading at 106.90. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? Okay, so we have the small ABC structure on the way up. That price projection is $218.90. Right now, you're $217.08. Bottom line, what I expect, you're going to expect that little baby's going to get hit. NDX 100. What do we have with the NDX 100? This is where this is going to get really interesting, folks, because this is pretty wild. So, NDX today goes up by $1.31. 22 million shares. Bottom line, looks like you can make the case that the NDX right now, the 3 Qs, A point 106.57. Your B is up here at 112.30. You got what? That's $5.70. Your C is the bottom of that. That's going to get you about 117. Okay, we pull this back. We take a look at it. The highs and the Qs are 115.75. So your price target is over the highs. That's how this baby's set up. If we go into the NDX 100, if we go into the composite, what you're going to see is this. The composite up 53 points, 5,089. We bring this back. What I was looking for is I was looking for a test of 5,116. That being said, on a daily basis, we took this out, and we took it out with some real juice. You had volume come in today in the Nasdaq composite, folks, of 1.8 billion. Now, that's light volume, but what you have is that because we came up on, now this is on the daily, because we come up on light volume, and I'm taking this A point, by the way, not from the very bottom of the 27th. I'm taking it from the 6th of July. Bottom line, it took out that point, took it out with volume. So it looks to me that what you're going to see up here is that next week, what you're going to have is we're going to have Facebook, we're going to have Google, we're going to have Amazon. They're going to be putting juice into this Nasdaq in order to get it up and over the highs, as is the S&P already is. Gold contract. What do we have with gold? Gold contract out here today goes down $18. You've done 211,000 contracts. You're pulling back. The volume is lighter than the swing point here. The swing point we had 264,000. Bottom line, my take on this gold contract, on the August contract, is that we're going to get a retracement somewhere down into the 1286 area. The run-up was extraordinary. We'll go through the silver contract in a second. The XAU pulls back $6.33 today. What this sets up, we're at $100.47. That's set up that it wants to come back in to the $93 area. The gold bugs index, what we have with the gold bugs index, that comes back $17 today. We're at $249. That's setting up to get back into $233. Silver, let's go over to silver. So silver is the one, if you have the gold report, folks, you know, bottom line, we rode them up. We moved quite a few equities out. We were looking for the pullback, and the main reason was that silver had done a 1 to 1.618 expansion topside. And that's always problem number one, and it's most times a change of trend, and it's a change of trend very quick. Now, bottom line, it didn't change the trend for 2 weeks. What you got out here today, though, down 58 cents. You're at $19.42. I expect silver's going to try to make a way back into this $18. Now, with silver, didn't get to today is that it didn't get to its swing low. So this is really dangerous for the morning. The reason being is that the swing low, the first swing low is $19.28. We hit $19.38. It's going to go after it. The real question is going to be, does it have the juice as it goes after it? The note market. What do we have with notes? Okay, so inside the note market, this pullback, 8 points, 8 ticks rather, and it has light volume. So it looks like the notes and the bonds look like they're going to have to build more cause in order to get down into where they broke out from. That breakout area in the 10-year note is 130.21. If we take a look at the 30-year, what you're going to have with the 30-year, we're at 171.12. We did 143,000 contracts, which is light volume. That is saying that the 30-year has to build more cause in order to get down into the 165.25 area. King dollar. What do we have with King dollar? What you have with King dollar is this, folks. King dollar, 22,000 contracts out here today. You're at 97.16. King dollar is making the run up to the downdraft that was out here last February. The top of that downdraft is $97.91. I expect it's going to make it up there. The danger inside the metals market right now and the commodity market in general is that if you take a look at King dollar, if in fact we make that run, it won't be a huge stretch for King dollar to get all the way back to the 100 mark just because it wants to hit the 100 mark once again. You know, the last two highs in King dollar, your last swing high was 100.60. That was generated December of 2015. The prior one was 100.38. That was generated March of 2015. And bottom line is that we had hit the lows. That was May of this year. That's when we hit 91.88. Now you're at 97. Can't bust them down? Guess what? It's going to try to bust them up. What's that all about? That's all going to be about the good old Fed yapping again that they want to go up on rates. I think they'll yap that they want to go up on rates. That's what's going to be hitting this market, metal market, for the next 4, 5, 6 weeks. But guess what? I don't see it happening. You stay right there, folks. We're coming right back.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, Nasdaq, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's Nadex.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. Are China A-shares hot or not? If you trade China A-shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A-share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A-shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. Let's go over to Qualcomm. Qualcomm closed at $55.82. That right now is trading up $58.81. Numbers go like this on Qualcomm. The estimate was 97 cents. They made $1.16. Their revenue estimate was $5.59 billion. They made $6 billion. So bottom line is that, let's see, we're up how many points? It closed at 55.82. You're up 3 points. You're trading at 58.89. Now, this also has a large weighting structure inside the Index 100. This is an equity that has also get smoked. It's down from $83, hit a low of 42. In February, you're dealing with 55 right now. It's going to be going into, I see what's happening here. So you go, if this is, Qualcomm's going into its downdraft from November of last year. It went from $61 to $49 ASAP. I wouldn't be touching this baby. But bottom line is you get a counter trend bounce after something that had already got smoked. Newmont, let's go take a look at Newmont. Newmont come out with numbers. Newmont closed at $39.29. It's trading the same level. The numbers look pretty good though. But bottom line is that there's not a bid on it. And so this is what you have with Newmont. Their second quarter sales, the estimate was $1.91 billion. They come in with $2.04 billion. Their estimated cost, the estimate was $683. They come in with $637. Their production, the estimated gold production was 1.18 million. They come in at 1.29 million, which is a big number. They see this fiscal year coming in gold production 4.7 million to 5 million. Now, all that being said and done, this is it's like, okay, so what's wrong inside of here? And let me see this. So let's see what they say. Okay. Net income. Reported GAAP net income attributable to continuing operations was $50 million on 9 cents a share. And this is why it's probably not moving higher right now. Compared to $63 million or 13 cents per share in the prior year. In the prior quarter. It's pretty wild. So this is where you gotta really get into that balance sheet somewhat. So, okay, let's just go through this first, and I'll walk you through this. Okay, so net income, $50 million or 9 cents a share, compared to $63 million or 13 cents a share in the prior year quarter. That's even crazier. That's saying that they actually made less to the bottom line in this quarter than the last year's quarter. Wow. Adjusted net income of $231 million or 44 cents per share compared to 131 or 26 cents a share in the prior year quarter. Reported GAAP income. This GAAP, non-GAAP is always really confusing, man. Because, see, when you read that, the first line is telling you that they made, in the GAAP income, they made less money. The second line, I see what's going on. The second line is non-GAAP income, and they're saying they made more money. Okay, so we'll see what they threw in there. They achieved earnings before taxes, depreciation of $809 million in the second quarter compared to $692 million in the prior quarter last year. Their cash flow, they generated net cash flow from continuing operations of $780 million and free cash flow of $486 million compared to $441 million and $119 million. So you're talking about monster cash flow here. And let me just see this. I got to just make sure that this is not moving. It would seem like, man, this should be moving, but okay. So Newmont, NEM. Newmont closed at $39.29, and bottom line is it's still trading at that level. Well, no, it's trading $39.90, $39.87. You get a couple bids in there, but hardly any. We'll keep our eye on that, but not enough to make a difference. Production. They produced 1.3 million ounces and 38,000 tons of attributable gold and copper, compared to 1.2 million ounces and 42,000 tons the prior year. Their cost structure, okay, they improved their cost structure to $637 per ounce compared to $642 per ounce the prior year. All-in sustainable cost right now, so this is the all-in number. So what the all-in number in gold, folks, means is this, is that means that they've mined the gold, they've got it into their mills, they got it out of the mills, and then what all-in means is that when they're digging these huge holes, they have to put the land back as it was before they started. So that is inside the all-in cost. And the all-in cost right now is $876 per ounce compared to $909 an ounce in the prior year, which is a good number. So bottom line is that they come in with the numbers. That being said, now you get it up a buck. It's up a buck, but up a buck with Newmont is not going to be enough. The reason being is that we were down 210 today, and you did have volume come out of the equity. So we'll see where this shakes out tomorrow morning. Number-wise is good, though. And then what they also did, I believe they pushed the dividend, too. Yeah, let's see. There she is. They declared, okay, Newmont Board of Directors declared a quarterly dividend of 2.5%, 2.5 cents per common share. Newmont's gold price linked dividend policy includes a quarterly dividend payable based on the average gold price for the preceding quarter. The policy recommends an annual dividend of 10 cents per share. 10 cents per share, or 2.5 cents per quarter. Yeah, that's 2.5 cents. At the gold price of up to $1,300 per ounce, and an annual dividend of 20 cents per share, or 5 cents per quarter, at a gold price between the price point of $1,300 and $1,399. So we'll see where the rest of this whole thing does shake out. If we go over and we take a look at the NDX 100, we go take a look at the futures, what you're going to see inside the future market here, because futures did close at the 415 mark, and I believe Qualcomm came out before that. Futures right now are at 46.50. Some of the higher volume stocks in this market out here. Now, you did have volume inside the NDX 100. We didn't have volume inside the NYSE. Microsoft was up. 1 second. Microsoft was the mover out here in all the exchanges. And there she is. Okay, so you had Microsoft up 2.5%. Bank of America is up 0.1%. Cisco is up 0.7. We had Micron Tech up 0.3. Marvell Technologies was up 1.3%. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. Dow Industrials closed up 36. Nasdaq up 53. S&P's up 8.5. We're going to be right back.
Today Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you, like it does me, call 1-855-750-4051 to find out what they can do for you. That's 1-855-750-4051. Call them today. Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
It's 2016 and TFNN has a brand new programming lineup to kick things off. Starting January 4th, Swim Lessons by Thinkorswim and TD Ameritrade will be airing 5 days a week at noon Eastern Time. Join hosts Scott Connor, Kevin Hinks, and Cindy Faber as they host their daily options program live at noon 5 days a week with no commercials for the entire hour. Nico DeHaan and Paige Clark will be moving their program, Living a Primal Lifestyle, to twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays from 7 a.m. until 8 a.m. Eastern Time. Wake up with Nico and Paige and start your day off right. The Bull Bear Binary Option Hour by Nadex will now be live Mondays and Fridays at 10 a.m. Start and end the week with the three hosts, Tom O'Brien, Tommy O'Brien, and Daryl Martin, as they break down the world of trading binary options and spreads. For all the details on the new 2016 programming lineup, visit the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Let's go over to eBay. eBay closed at $26.99. That right now is trading at $28.08. Let's see what this looks like. So eBay had already made its way all the way back to its high of 6 months ago. Put this back a few years. Yeah, look at this, man. This is pretty amazing. So the eBay high, December of 2015 is $29.83. That's going to go after it. Right now, you're trading at $28.16. And let's see what the numbers are saying on eBay. So I wonder what people are doing on eBay now. What are they doing? What are we buying? So let's take a look at it. The estimate was 42 cents. They made 43 cents. Their merchandise volume, second quarter gross merchandise volume was $20.9 billion. That volume was up 4%. They third quarter, this is what they see in the third quarter, the coming quarter, the quarter we're in right now. They see 42 cents to 44 cents. They see revenue coming in of $2.16 billion to $2.19 billion. For the full year, they see revenue coming in at $8.8 billion to $8.9 billion. So decent numbers all across the mark there. We go take a look at, let's see what we have. Oh, man, this is so cool. This is always so cool when you get so many of them coming out simultaneously. Intel, let's go take a look at Intel. Intel closed at $35.69. That is trading at $34.74, so that's trading down. Let's see what Intel has to say. Okay. Earnings per share, estimate was 54 cents. They made 59. They reaffirmed their revenue forecast. Their second quarter profit was $3.2 billion. There's something they don't like about Intel, but we'll find out as we go along here. They see third quarter revenue, that's the quarter we're in right now, of $14.9 billion, plus or minus $500 million. The estimate had been $14.6 billion. So that's saying that they could come in at the estimate or 100,000 less than that. Intel, so here we go. Intel remains cautious on the PC market, but still does forecast growth in 2016. And what we do have is that Intel closed at this $35.69. It's down. It was up 54 cents. Now it's down 90 cents. And this looks to me like even with it down 90 cents, it still wants higher price. This is going to be an interesting one. So check this out, folks. As the Nasdaq had taken a B out today with volume, so has an Intel. So has Intel. And what that sets up, 30.44 is A, 35.30 is B. You got almost $5. The C is 34.85, so that's approximately 39.85. And your high, man, these are all over the place. This is going to be a wild couple weeks, folks, because this is also saying that Intel's going to go after its high. And in fact, the ABC structure is larger than we were at its high. Let me bring this back for like 10 years or something. Oh, I see. Okay. Well, if I bring it back 25 years, oh, I see what happens. Oh, this is so your high, $37. It wants to go higher than that. Oh, there it is. So the high in Intel, man, this is crazy, was $75. That was in the year 2000. Imagine, you know, that crash in 2000 was pretty intense. That a few stocks, I didn't realize that Intel hadn't got back to that high yet. Not even close either. Bottom line, though, it's going to make the run for the 37.90. You know, so what I do expect, you're going to see. Let's just see what kind of juice is into the Qs right now. So the Qs closed. Well, there's not much juice into the Qs. So there's something else that's dragging the Qs down right now, too. Because we had brought up Qualcomm, that was up. Intel was down only a point. Qualcomm was up 4. eBay was up. But the Qs right now are trading out only up 4 pennies. The Qs closed at 113.44. It's trading 113.48. So something is hitting those. If we go over to SPY and we take a look at the SPY had closed at $217.08. That's trading at 217.15. Inside the gold market there, Newmont came out with numbers, good numbers. Newmont closed at $39.29. That's trading up at 40.20. However, that's not helping the GDX. The GDX closed at $27.99. That's trading at $27.97. So there's going to be something else that's inside of that. And then, of course, tomorrow morning, we're going to be getting a lot more numbers coming out. If we go over and we take a look at there's a couple tigers that want to look at the platinum market. What we have with platinum is this, is that... Okay, so platinum is trading at 1,086. You're back inside 1,079. Let me just do this here. Yeah, I got to do this at PPLT. Let me do it this way. PPLT, I'll do the... PPLT is the ETF for this. That's trading at 104.11. It had taken out a high. $59,038,139. This PPLT is pretty illiquid, folks, but you can still get a gauge on it. Well, so the way platinum set up is this. It went into its swing high from May, and it had really good volume. So the swing high we're talking about is $104.50. You get in that, you had volume of 310,000. You take it out with 340. So that says, guess what? You want to go top side. The extension, however, because platinum started at 78 or 780, and you get up to the 104, it looks to me like, yeah, you're going to get a pullback first. The real question is going to be, is it a pullback to only 102, or in fact, do we get into this 94 level? We'll see how it backs down. Thus far, that was on a weekly. If I put this on a daily, you did back down with volume today. So on the daily, this is saying that it can back down to 95, which would equate somewhere into the 950 in platinum, and right now platinum is at 1,086. If we go to the SLV, the silver market out here, what you had with the SLV today was down 50 cents, 1842, and I suspect what this is going to be about inside the metals market, folks. It's going to be about the Fed starts meeting next Tuesday to Wednesday, and it's going to be, bottom line, whether rumors or rhetoric out there that, yeah, they're going to try to go up in rates in December. You stay right there, folks. We're coming right back.
TFNN is excited to offer a brand new piece of market scanning software unlike anything the industry has ever seen. John Logan and his team have spent years developing their market profile tools to finally be able to release the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. And right now you can get a 2-week trial absolutely free just by visiting TFNN.com and providing us your name and email address. The TAS Profile Scanner Plus is the premier market profile based scanner in the industry. Powered by the acclaimed TAS proprietary algorithms, this feature-rich scanner is a standalone desktop software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Within 3 minutes of signing up, you can have the software downloaded and running on your computer with a complete roadmap of market indicators and inflection points to trade off using the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. Sign up today and try this amazing piece of software by visiting TFNN.com. Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge, heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN.com takes your phone calls. Now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. And folks, remember, no matter where you are listening to us right now, if you're listening on your car radio, whether it's on the East Coast, West Coast, the middle of the country, remember that you can get us 24 hours a day, right on your cell phone. In your browser, just do TFNN.com, hit Tiger TV. You're going to see great HD quality video as well as audio. If you haven't watched Tiger TV, folks, please do it. You're going to love it. So let's go over to American Express. We get lots of numbers coming out here. American Express. American Express closed at $64.75. That's trading at $64.70, so it's really not catching a bid. Let's see what they have to say. So American Express, okay, so let's see here. Their earnings per share was $2.10. Their revenue is $8.2 billion. Now, this is where it's going to get interesting because they got some charge-offs here, man. So, first off, they didn't make their top-line revenue. The top-line revenue, that estimate that they had, was $8.46 billion. They made $8.24 billion. They're charging off $151 million. Now, their adjusted earnings per share, now, and this is always gets wild, folks, when you're talking about adjusted. So they were claiming their estimate was $1.97. Well, as they report, and they can report this a lot of different ways, okay, legally. Bottom line is that they report it as their top line, meaning that their top story on the bottom line. They're saying American Express second quarter adjusted earnings per share, excluding charge-offs, was $2.26. Well, when you say excluding charge-offs, that would be like you and I, that, we have our house budget. Let's just say our house budget for the year is, $1,000, okay? We know that's not $1,000, but let's just say it is because you can make it cleaner when it's a number. And we say, okay, listen, that's our estimate what it's going to cost us to run our house. Well, guess what? When you look at an adjusted earnings per share, we would say that, okay, let's say that our house cost us $1,000, but yet what ended up happening is that our heating system went out and we had to buy a heater, and that heater cost us, another $200. So we would say that, hey, on an adjusted basis, it was $1,200, but bottom line is that, well, actually, no, that'd be a little bit different. Well, what I'm trying to get to is this, is that when it's excluding a charge, it makes 0 sense because each and every company houses, all of us have cost, and those costs have to be put in. What has happened over the last 20 years is that 20 years ago, those costs were in the numbers, and they reported them like that. What has happened that's actually 25 years. It's longer than that. What has happened is that the accounting business, the SEC, the accounting board has allowed more charges and more different ways to report earnings and report numbers inside that context to make it basically really harder for all of us to really understand, okay, what's going on? Have they made money or haven't they made money? Is it GAAP or is it non-GAAP? Okay, well, and so what you always like to do is that if you take a look at your revenue numbers, you always want to see your revenue numbers go up. Of course, you want to see your earnings per sales, per share go up also. The revenue numbers are, if the revenue numbers haven't gone up, it's very hard for the equities themselves to get going to the top side because the market sees right through that, and the market sees through it pretty quickly. Let's go over and we take a look at when Visa's coming out. So Visa's coming out with numbers tomorrow. Visa closed at $79.36. Right now, that's trading at $79.47. That's no big deal. When you do look at American Express versus Visa, Visa is right at its highs. I think American Express they have much larger problems than the Visa and MasterCards of the world. If we go over to MasterCard, we take a look at MasterCard. MasterCard out here is trading at, MA. MasterCard is trading at $93.30. The high for the year is 101. The high in general, yeah, it's almost at its highs too. The high, that is its high. That they're coming out with numbers the 28th, and the differential inside MasterCard, Visa, and American Express is pretty intense because, of course, years ago, if you go back years ago, American Express meant quite a bit. You know, now there's so many high credit cards that, you know, American Express used to be the only game in town if you wanted something, you know, whether it's 30, 40, 50, 60,000 on a credit card. MasterCard and Visa, they have those things all day long now. If we take a look at the American Express, number-wise, this is what you have. 5 years ago, guess what? Same numbers. You know, 2012, you were doing $7.6 billion per quarter. Right now, bottom line is that you're doing $7.6 billion per quarter. You know, so the global growth isn't there. If we take a look at the numbers in general, they are making $19.4 billion was from U.S. card services. That's growing at, they're saying, 4.9%. Their merchants is only growing by 2%. The international card services is going down. That's going down 2%. And here's the big one too. The global commercial cards, that would be your high-end cards. That's going down on a 3-year basis by 11%. That's a big number, man. That's a big number. The United States inside, so this is pretty cool looking at. So American Express, when you look at the world, it's only the United States that they're still growing. This is their reported numbers in 2015 and their 3-year growth. So this is how it sets up. In the United States, they're growing by 3%. In Japan and Asia and Australia, they're going minus 5%. And Latin America, it's minus 4%. And other unallocated, it doesn't, that's a smaller number. It's only 167 million. But whatever other businesses that is down 31%. So big numbers. That's some big numbers. American Express has to, it looks like they got to, you know, basically get a different business plan going. The dollar's been going up. What is that all about? Well, that is all about, you need dollars to buy the U.S. market, you need dollars to buy bonds, and guess what? It's about Turkey also. And just, it's almost like Turkey waits for our markets to close to turn around and announce things. They were talking today that they were going to do a state of emergency. Bottom line, they have. That just came across the tape, 37, about 15 minutes ago, and this is what it is. Turkey's going to impose a 3-month state of emergency as the government pursues those responsible for the failed military coup. The president said, bottom line, it looks like they're pursuing everyone. The president spoke the address a day after meetings with the top generals. The United States is getting blamed for the whole ball of wax. We'll see where it shakes out. Bottom line, though, they're going to have some big problems over there. That is putting more buying power inside the dollar. The lira is getting actually smoked. We're going to be right back, folks.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date active trading information that will will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters. David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today. Tiger Real Estate Opportunity Fund is currently offering 4-year first mortgages on many of the fully renovated properties that it has purchased. The first mortgages are third-party appraised with a maximum loan-to-value ratio of 70%, providing a secured investment that pays a fixed return of 5% annually, which works out to a monthly income of more than $416 per $100,000 investment with your principal intact and secured. These 4-year first mortgages are perfect for anyone looking for a secured investment that provides monthly income much like a CD. For more information, email tigerfund@tfnn.com or click on the Tiger Real Estate Opportunity Fund banner along the right side of the tfnn.com homepage, or call our office directly at 877-518-9190. There's a limited supply, so act now.
This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. And if we do look at the volume inside the NYSE, what you got out here today, you got light volume. Once again, 749 million. That being said, Nasdaq, different animal, man. Nasdaq did 1.86 billion. You took a swing point out, took it out with volume. That sets up the Nasdaq, which has been lagging in a big way. That's setting up the Nasdaq to go after its highs. You know, the Nasdaq, the composite closed at 5,089. 5,231 is the high. It's going to go after it. The real question is going to be, can it hold it once it gets up there? And in that context, it's going to be like, okay, we know that the SPY is on an ABC structure on the way up to the 218.90 point. Well, that's only $1.75 away. You know, so we'll see how this whole thing does line up. If we go take a look at the numbers that come out tonight, it looks like between the eBay is up after the close. eBay is trading, this year's okay, so eBay's trading up $2, $1.50, closed at $26.99, trading at $28.46. Qualcomm closed at $55.82. Qualcomm's trading at $58.98. Now, Qualcomm is a large weighting structure inside the NDX 100, so that's going to be really important inside that NDX. Apple doesn't come out with numbers until the 26th. Facebook took out its high today. Now, let's see, we had 19 million shares. So Facebook has a little light volume. It did take out its high, though. So the bottom line, what I do expect you're going to see is that Facebook's going to get to higher price. Amazon comes out with its numbers on the 28th at 1 past 4. That is up today. Google comes out on the 28th, and that baby is right at 4. If we go over to Newmont, and we take a look at Newmont, Newmont closed at $39.29. That's trading at $39.90 right now. Bottom line is that the numbers were good in Newmont. It's not helping. There's not a big bid that's in there, though, because if you do look at the GDX also, the GDX is not bidding up. The GDX closed at $27.99. That's up 9 cents. It's not going to be enough to basically get that to higher price. And more than likely, what that's going to be all about is that the metal price itself, we're in a retracement right now, and that's going to have to do with the dollar, folks. The dollar, got over the 24th of June. Wants to go to higher price. The Fed starts meeting this coming Tuesday. Now, if you look at the Fed Fund futures rate, it's saying that no hike. But guess what? We're going to come out with a statement on Wednesday. I suspect inside that statement, they're going to start yapping again that, guess what, December will be on the table. When you take a look at the aspect of the probabilities, it's saying that the aspect doesn't get over 50% until we're at 49.7% in February. What I can envision, though, and this is where you just start putting it together, it's been an extraordinary run from January to up a couple weeks ago in the gold market. You get a big pullback. It's going to be a nice setup, and what the setup is that you're coming into the summertime. The Fed's going to say, hey, we got to go up in rates. We got to go up in rates. Things are good. Markets are at highs. You can make the fundamental case. What you can't make the fundamental case on is the aspect of where rates are across the world versus where we are. We're at 1.58 right now on the 10-year. France is at 0.2%. Are you kidding me? Germany is at 1/100th of 1%. No, actually, that's 1/100th in the negative, okay? So with Germany at 1/100th on a negative, and we're at 1.58%, we're not going up in rates. But guess what? News-wise, that's what it'll say. That'll keep the retracement going. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. And whatever you want in life, folks, visualize it like a nice big motion picture. Step into it, take ownership of it, and fly with it. Thanks for being here, folks. Have a great night, safe night. Look forward to speaking right back here, 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. Wow! Go get them, folks.